Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. It's me Rizwan. I hope you are doing well. I would like to provide a clarification on the recent issue involving Jkssb, that's Jammu and Kashmir Service Selections Board, in order to address any misconceptions or negative portrayals that may have arisen. It has come to my attention that some people are attempting to portray this issue in a negative light, which is why it's important to present an accurate and balanced account of the events. I want to point out that the content posted by me on GitHub is purely based on factual information and evidence. No personal information of any Jkssb aspirant or any sensitive or confidential information belonging to Jkssb was revealed. The purpose of this narrative is not to portray a negative image of Jkssb, but rather to illustrate how I become a victim of dishonesty and professionalism. So you need to remember that it is actually my personal experience as a victim of dishonesty and unprofessionalism. In my capacity as a cybersecurity researcher, I discovered multiple vulnerabilities in multiple Jkssb websites with the intention of highlighting, potential security risks and helping to safeguard the privacy and security of Jkssb aspirant data. My actions were driven by a genuine concern for data protection and a desire to contribute to the improvement of Jkssb's online infrastructure. So to ensure, responsible disclosure, I followed ethical guidelines and, attempted to establish communication with Jkssb through the contact information that they have provided on their official website, that is jkssb.nsc.in. There were, initial challenges in receiving a response, which resulted in delays in establishing direct communication with them. As you may have read there, that I tried every possible way to contact Jkssb. After persistent efforts, I managed to contact with Jkssb. That's actually I received a phone call. Actually, there was a person, namely Ashok Lily. He is actually ex-board member of Jkssb. I just, dropped a message to him on WhatsApp, and later he conveyed my message to Rizwan Malik. And next day, I received a phone call from Rizwan Malik, who is actually control of examination Jkssb, who acted as the intermediary between me and the Jkssb's IT team. Mr. Rizwan Malik Saab demonstrated a willingness to address the concerns I raised and assured me that the Jkssb takes such matters seriously. So, over the course of period, I submitted detailed vulnerability reports to Jkssb, outlining the weakness I discovered and providing recommendations for improvement. Initially, there was positive and appreciative feedback from Riaz Saab, who acknowledged my contribution and expressed the intention to appropriately, reward my efforts. As you can see that, as you may have seen there, that Riaz, in a screenshot that I have posted there, Riaz Saab is telling me that you will be suitably rewarded in case your assumptions are found genuine, and the assumptions are. So it doesn't mean that he will give me a chocolate or toffee. So it's important to know that my intention was never to harm Jkssb or to tarnish their reputation. Instead, I sought to contribute to their cybersecurity and protect the personal information of individuals that are associated with Jkssb, and negative portrayals or unwarranted targeting of Jkssb should be avoided. So during my engagement with Jkssb, I encountered a situation where the communication with me was abruptly ceased. When the necessary information was obtained and the objectives were accomplished. Despite my attempts to engage in further communication, I experienced a lack of response, leaving me feel deceived and disregarded. Throughout my experience working with various organizations, I assisted almost 50 organizations till now, and in securing their websites and digital assets, earning enough rewards for my efforts. It is important to recognize that identifying vulnerabilities in systems require immense dedication and efforts, and it is disheartening when one's efforts go in vain. So, those familiar with the field of cybersecurity and ethical hacking understand the dedication and efforts required to identify vulnerabilities in systems. Countless hours are invested in scrutinizing every detail to uncover even the smallest flaw. So it's truly discouraging when someone devotes such time and energy to a task only to witness their efforts seemingly go in vain. But I find solace in knowing that I have played an important role in safeguarding the personal information and privacy of hundreds of thousands of Kashmiris and thousands of individuals from Jammu and Kashmir. This task holds great value as it serves the best interests of the people in the region. I believe in importance of constructive dialogue and collaboration between cybersecurity researchers and organizations like Jkssb to enhance overall security measures. It's my sincere hope that this clarification provides a clear understanding of the issue and promotes a fair assessment of the events that unfolded. I kindly request that you approach this issue with fairness and refrain from portraying it in a negative way. It is crucial to consider all the facts and circumstances surrounding this situation before forming any judgment or drawing conclusions. It's my hope that this clarification provides a clear understanding of the events and encourages an objective and unbiased assessment. Negative portrayals can, hinder, productive discussions and impede the resolution of the issue. Therefore, I appeal to everyone involved to maintain a respectful and constructive approach when discussing or, addressing this matter. By fostering an environment of open dialogue and mutual understanding, we can work towards a resolution that benefits all the parties involved. So I appreciate your, cooperation in approaching this issue with fairness and objectivity. So let's try to promote a healthy discourse that focuses on addressing the concerns at hand and finding constructive solutions. Together, we can contribute to the improvement of cybersecurity practices and the protection of personal information. That's it. I hope this is all, and thank you.